thinking about taking this motor off the transom and dumping it into the water. Okay, dumping it on the bottom of the lake. It's a freaking boat anchor. What's up, everybody? Welcome to East Texas Fins. Changing these spark plugs out. If you guys have been watching my videos, or at least the last video, showing I had some issues. So I've got these spark plugs going out already. I took them out last night because I was going to replace them last night, but the parts store didn't have any in on this side, you know, in this size, so I just kind of put them in there. So I've been having issues the last couple times I took it out, losing power, especially on the high end. And I'm not a boat mechanic. I'm a fisherman, or at least I pretend to be on camera. Everyone who I talked to said, change the spark plugs, go from there. Well, first of all, it was like, okay, could be bad gas or whatever, so I put some Seafoam in it. It's not bad gas, I get gas from the same place, but it could be bad injectors or whatever. So I put some Seafoam in it. That didn't do anything. So now we've got spark plugs. We're going to switch these out. By the way, these are the what they call surface gap, okay, spark plugs. Listen, I'm not a boat mechanic. I play a fisherman on YouTube, and so I had no clue about any of this. When I pulled the first one off, I was like, hey, there's something missing here. All right, we got them on there nice and tight. All right, we're going to go and take this thing out. We'll unplug the battery and we'll go. All right, we're at a different boat ramp than what we usually go to. We usually go to Hurricane Creek. Ooh, that water's cold. That's right. But yeah, it's just pretty windy out here, so kind of don't want to deal with that. But the boat ramp I usually go to is right there where the where my fishing hole's at. This is right here by the dam. This is a really big dam over here on the pines. Got this side, and you go around, there's another part of the dam over yonder. This is kind of a peninsula. Anyway, let's go try this out. Oh yeah. There we go. It just took right off. We're gonna run it a little bit though. Well, got a little too cocky there. It started to bog down a little bit. And I think I hit a sandbar right there. This lake is really shallow. Now, so a while ago, so right before I hit record on that last clip right here, just took off. Just, the whole shot was a whole shot, like it should have been, probably even better than what it was. And then it just started to kind of doing that, which before I didn't even have a whole shot. It just wouldn't go, but then it just started. And it may, listen, it could have been because of shallow water. We're gonna go out here in the deeper water and find out. All right, I should have brought my GoPro for this, so, all right, here we go. No. I want to go. Now I backed off of it there. now it's wanting to go, or at least plane out. Just kind of run it like this for a little bit. Every time I get down on the throttle, it's wanting to, nope. See here? I don't know how it's going to turn out on camera here. Yeah. It's still acting up. Put a little gas and then want to fall down big time. Back off of it and stay on plane. I'm trying to keep it on plane. That's wide open. Backed it off by halfway. And right there. See, it's wanting to bow down every time I hit it full throttle. Been just kind of going back and forth, and it's just getting steadily worse and worse. Watch this. Wide open. Throttle all the way down at least. Like it kind of wants to, but then it don't. All right, now check this out. So I'm trolling back to the boat ramp back there behind me, right? Sandbar. Just from there all the way to there, I found where it was deeper at. Got stuck on it a while ago, got unstuck, get back into deep water. I'm like, okay, let me try it again. Thing took off. So now I turn around, get back into deeper water, and we'll see if this thing takes off. I've got a boat, I got a motor. Listen, the boat floats fine. You know, this motor is bipolar. You want to buy a boat with a bipolar 200 horse Mercury on it? You're like, we're going to get out here and see if he'll open it up. Look, I had a hole shot back there, and I was like, this thing's wanting to go. I don't know what it was. I'd pulled the motor out of the water, right? Pull it out, you know, and then that way, because the bottom of the motor is catching on the ground. And but one of the things that you do, like on something like that, when it's shallow, you raise it up, you know, tilt up the motor and just get where the prop is just in the water, just barely in the water, and you can kind of steer out of it. Sometimes you still get stuck though. But that's what I did, and by God, I put the motor back down in the water, man, and it just took off. I don't even know. So we're going to try this out again. Thing takes right off. Acting like it's supposed to. Half throttle right there. I'm off the water, like planed out, just like that. This thing's acting like it is supposed to. Holy crap! Holy crap, man. I don't even know. So, like, I took off a while ago with holding the phone in my hand, and I'm sitting there trying to hang onto the steering wheel here because this thing's taken off out of a hole shot. I was going a little bit, but I mean, I nailed it, and it just took off. It hasn't done this since maybe, I don't think I've had this thing for about a year and a half. I don't think it's ever taken off that well. But I'm sitting here going for at least an hour. Got this thing full throttle, and you heard it in the video. Now this thing's acting like it's a brand new boat. At this point, I just want to go put it on the trailer and take it home and says, it's fixed, it's fixed. But I don't know. I still want to drive it around. Watch this. Let's see what we can do here. Like, this thing was like out of the water. Like, it was out of the water, man. Watch this. Look at that. Look at that. That's not even full throttle, and it just took off. Yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. It's still not running smooth all the time. I feel a lot better just being patient out here. And there was something with that sandbar, how I moved the motor out of the water. And, you know, and the prop was just, you know, how like, yeah, I had the prop just barely above the surface, or barely below the surface. That may have triggered something in the motor. I don't know. Well, I can say that it was running better than last time. Eventually it was running better. And then, you know, I would say the last, I don't know, few minutes of me out there running it, and including one more time as I, you know, went to go load it back up. It was trying to cut out. Was it cutting out completely? No, but you could tell that there was issues, but then there wasn't any issues, and it'd run perfectly fine after an hour of like me just thinking about taking this motor off the transom and dumping it into the water. Okay, dumping it on the bottom of the lake. It's a freaking boat anchor. I thought about doing that. Glad I didn't, because it eventually just acted like it was a newborn baby crying. Why? You know how they do the real loud, high-pitched whining, and it's, you know, it's the loudest cry you ever heard in your life because it was brand new. That right there acted like a brand new motor. This thing's almost 30 years old. You know what I mean? So you're going to have issues. But anyways, we definitely accomplished something today. Got the spark plugs replaced. I think that needed to happen. And I don't know how much gas we went through. Hopefully about a half of a tank. I know I ran it a lot. But all that being said, it's doing what it at least is trying to be doing. And if that will get me to the fishing hole, then it'll do its job for me. So I'm thinking, say sometime midweek next week, we'll get it out here and go and do some fishing. Actually do some fishing. We need some rain desperately. We're supposed to have a chance today, but it don't look like it. We're supposed to have a cool front blow through. But then this next weekend, or this coming weekend, we're supposed to have some rain. Not sure if it's enough to bring up the lakes. That's the problem. We need a bunch of rain for that. I mean, to tell you. But hey, the fish are in here. You know, anyway, you just have to deal with the obstacles of a low lake, which I think we could do, especially here on this lake. Caddo is unlaunchable for me right now. So this is not the year that I wanted it to do, you know, on this channel. I know I said I wanted to get above 500 subs on this channel by the end of the year. I don't think that's going to happen because I haven't been posting much content because of the boat issues. But anyways, from Lake of the Pines, Texas, East Texas fans, I appreciate you guys watching, and more videos to come. 73.